Welcome to the Hollywood Hotel, 1939. You are now going to enter the Jukebox Selects zone. Hello, my name is Tess. I am your master of ceremonies. I'm going to tell you what I'm listening to, what I think you should listen to, and what we should ballroom dance to. Hi guys, welcome to the Halloween version of Jukebox Selects. Today we are going to rapid fire through some great Halloween tunes that you need for your holiday need, for your holiday party, for your happy Halloween dancing in your underwear trick-or-treat party for yourself. I'm gonna give you a little music, I'm gonna give you a little facts, and we are going to get dressed up together. Let's get right into it. I will place them up here quickly, so you better be listening with your creepy little ears. The Monster Mash by Bobby, Boris, Pickett, and the CryptKickers. If you don't have this on your Halloween playlist, you're doing Halloween wrong. Okay? Don't make me wave my feathers at you. Thriller by Michael Jackson. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I Put a Spell on You by Screamin' Hawkins. Purple People Eater by Sheb Wooley. Werewolves of London by Zevon. My dad always sings this during karaoke. It never gets old. It's a good tune. You should listen to it. Welcome to My Nightmare by Alice Cooper. The Addams Family theme song. Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. It's in your head now. It's in your head now, isn't it? Ghostbusters by Ray Parker Jr. Jack the Ripper by Screamin' Lord Sutch. This song came out in the 60s and it's actually really creepy, the live version of it. I'll include a link below, but it kind of ruined my life a little bit. But, you know, it's a good, creepy song to listen to. Jack the Ripper. Time Warp from Rocky Horror Picture Show. I know all the Time Warp. It's my favorite. It's a good movie. It was like my favorite movie when I was 5. Sorry, Grandma.
It's just a jump to the left. With your hands on your hip.
Spooky by the Classic Four. Jeepers Creepers by Louis Armstrong. It was originally released by Louis Armstrong, but many people have covered it, so you could probably find a jeepy creepy version of it that you like better, but I prefer, you know, the Louis Armstrong version. Witchcraft by Frank Sinatra. He may not be all suave, sometimes he's witchcraft. This is my mummy costume. And the two bonus tracks are a little creepy and fun. Halloween was very popular in the 50s and 60s, and it was more of like a environment of things instead of maybe like just selling candy or selling costumes. So like people released a lot of music. And these two songs that I'm going to tell you about just gave me the giggles that they actually exist, but they're really cool. The first one is Punkin by Fran, Allison.
Punky Punkin's a happy pumpkin, and do you know why? 'Cause he's a jack-o'-lantern instead of being a pumpkin pie.
And the second one is, I have to read this off of a paper because it's so difficult. Riboflavin-Flavored Non-Carbonated Polyunsaturated Blood by Hinson and the Rigamorticians.
My Riboflavin-Flavored Non-Carbonated Polyunsaturated Blood.
Those two songs are the bonus songs, and I hope you guys check those out because it really showcases how the time period looked at Halloween. Just like, you know, Werewolves of London, Monster Mash, Purple People Eater, Jeepers Creepers, Witchcraft, all those songs are very old and jazz inspired and kind of creepy and kind of make me feel like I'm in the Tower of Terror in 1939 Hollywood in the Twilight Zone. It was a bad Twilight Zone impression. Now that we've done all that music, let's move on to some Halloween facts. I have some really good ones for you. Oh. Witch is a word that derives from Old English and it actually means wise woman. So, if you got some friends calling you a witch, you just walk up to them and be like, psh, I'm wise. Duh. Old English. The first jack-o'-lantern was a turnip. Turn up for what? Nope. Cool. Samhainophobia is the fear of Halloween. Ireland is believed to be the birthplace of Halloween, so thank you for St. Paddy's Day and Halloween and leprechauns and the color green. There's an old tradition that says if you wear your Halloween costume inside out and walk backwards on Halloween, you will see a witch at midnight. So I'm just gonna walk around backwards on Halloween and wear my costume inside out, which I don't think is possible because my costume is kind of complicated. There are many nicknames for Halloween. Some include All Hallows Eve, Witch's Night, Snap Apple Night, Summer's End, Lamb's Wool. Lamb's Wool. Sounds like a sacrifice. You know, I'm just a little dusty. That's why this costume didn't work so well. Get it? Dusty because it's webs, cobwebs. Just a little dusty. Just a little dusty. Just a little dusty. When I was little, we used to have the Great Pumpkin come to our house, which I think was inspired a little bit by Charlie Brown, but he was kind of like the gift giver of Halloween and he always gave us little treats and things. And I really think my parents were making Halloween such a special holiday to us because I look at kids today and it's funny to me because I have to make my costume. I cannot go buy a costume. I can buy a costume and maybe wear it not for Halloween celebration, but I have to make my costume for Halloween because my mom, bless her heart, made every single one of our costumes. And then whenever we got old enough, we made all our costumes. Thanks, parents, for the Great Pumpkin. I'd like you guys to comment below what you're gonna be for Halloween or any funny Halloween stories that you have. I think my funniest Halloween story is maybe when I used to work in haunted houses, there was some crazy stuff that went on. We worked in haunted houses that were like in old funeral homes and like people learn a lot of things about me and then they'll be like, oh, you did haunted houses, and I'm like, no. I really did haunted houses. Like my brother did haunted houses, I worked in haunted houses, but my favorite story is, and it's a great way to end this video, is one time I was in this corner, maybe like this, like I could only fit my body in it, and every time I saw a shadow come around the corner I would jump out and scream. And when you work in a haunted house, they usually have a code word, and the code word this year was vampire. So if you hear someone say vampire, you have to travel it through the haunted house so maybe security or the door person can come help you. So I jumped out at these two girls to scream, and this girl took her knuckle and she hit me in the throat, which made me lose my breath and also fall back into my little corner. So I couldn't breathe, I couldn't say anything, and so I'm in a haunted house and I'm crawling on the floor gasping for air. And more people are going through the haunted house and they're like, oh my god, that girl is so scary. But I'm actually really hurt. I'm like, and I'm like trying to breathe. So I crawl all the way to my brother's mummy room and I get in there and my first thing my brother does is, Tess, get out of my room! Because I was like ruining the mummy aspect of it, but I was trying to tell him what was going on, and then I finally got vampire out and my brother goes, vampire! And it just traveled through, and I just remember, like, I love that the girl hit me in the knuckles and the neck and said, don't ever scare my friend. Girl, if you're out there, it's a haunted house. It requires scaring. Also, one other really funny story. I played the Phantom of the Opera in a haunted house once, but there was this drunk group that went through, and this is when the haunted house was in this old funeral home, and I was in the chapel, and I was playing, you know, Phantom of the Opera, and this drunk group comes through and they're like, I bet you can't play Jingle Bells. And so I let them get out of the chapel into the next room, was like a tomb, and I just started playing Jingle Bells, and this guy goes, "The Phantom of the Opera is playing Jingle Bells!" So that was fun, but it was more drunk sounding. "The Phantom of the Opera is playing Jingle Bells!" Hey! I hope you guys have a great day, a great night, and a great life. I will talk to you very soon. Bye! Keep it spooky. Ooh. Oh, Minnie, you're the best! Just a reminder, the Spotify playlist will be below, so check it out. I'll also include some super secret songs that were not in the video, so you should go check it out. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice!
It's showtime.